Hey, y'all, started that one a little early. So what's up? I missed Sunday and Monday. Sorry, y'all. It's the way it is. I had a little stitch in my back, and if you don't know what a stitch in your back is, you probably don't deserve to be here. But no, I'm just joking. The country, what we call is just a little backache, it's a little stitch in your back. I'm just playing with y'all. Don't get offended. And then Sunday morning, I woke up, man, and I sneezed so hard. All of a sudden, I was dying. I felt like I had a broken rib. And I sat around on it, sat around on it, sat around on it, and uh, it only got worse. So I guess the title to today's video is going to be Social Media Offended. Because I was sitting around and because I had my phone in my hand all the time, which I probably shouldn't, but I do. I play a game called Township, and my phone's always in my hand, so I catch my notifications, and it was the weekend, and we were just hanging out and everything else, and it is what it is. So I was on social media quite a bit this weekend. Well, I think I've got at least two topics, maybe even three if I want to get into it today about this. Yeah, there is a third. There definitely is a third. Um, First one being my old drama teacher. I'm not going to mention any names, but he posted something about transgenders and gays and lesbians and LGBTQ community. And I posted back, I just don't want it shoved down my throat. Oh my God, did that ever take off? And when I say shoved down my throat, maybe that was the wrong choice of words. But in that same post, I said, you do you, I'll do me. You know, but so much of the commercials and advertisements and everything else I see on TV anymore and whatever, it's like you absolutely have to accept it. Well, I stay on YouTube most of the time because I follow people who I know I'm not going to get that content from. I don't want it shoved down my throat. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. You do you, I'll do me. That's all I'm saying. It's as simple as that. Don't have anything against it. I just don't want to have to sit there and on commercial media have it said that, you have to accept this. I don't. You do you, I'll do me. I don't have to accept it. Okay. The second point was had somebody say they fell down on a dirt bike and they were tandem. And I posted back to him. I said, learn how to ride. Girls can ride just as good as guys can. If you from the South and you from the country, girls can ride dirt bikes just as good as what guys can. I said, it's a if you're in rough terrain and you're riding in the country, tandem is a bad way to go, in my opinion, just for me. Girls can ride just as good as what guys can. And that gets back to what I said earlier. I don't care what you do. I would like to see everybody just get along. Well, parents are fixing to lose their Social Security. If you're in the military, you're fixing to not get paid. That's what this country's come to. Because of everybody coddling in their own. Oh, yep, right. Yeah, you guys see it. You know what I've been doing, working on cars today. So, but here nor there. We've got to get up off of this soft, you have to accept me. You have to be there. You have to do this. And we need to get more on the I do me, you do you. That's all I'm saying. Third part to this is this. And this is probably one of the toughest matters. It went out, of course they do. They're fire burnouts. So, you do me, I'll do you. No, I'll do me, you do you. God dang, I screwed that one all up. I had that stitch in my back and everything else, and I didn't feel like going and doing nothing. My son's Jeep has been broken down for well over a week now, and it's totally my fault. I dropped a bolt. Couldn't find it. Been searching junkyards for the past 2 days, trying to figure out where to get one. So I decided to go out and I decided to do me. I decided to go out to that junkyard and find this boat. Now I've been to the junkyard twice, probably 3 times, trying to find a stand gun boat, and it's a specialized boat. It's a metric boat. And because I didn't have it, couldn't nobody match it up. And the one before it had a bigger head on it and everything else, and this one had a smaller head on it, and so it was a different. I didn't have anything to match it up with. So I went down to the junkyard this morning and I searched everywhere, and it's a 3.7 liter Jeep motor, and they put them in everything. Jeep Liberties, Comanches, Cherokees. I mean, it's like their most common motor. But this little Jeep we got it's a Jeep Limited 2-wheel drive. And they didn't make many of these things, and they were just like, it's the oddball of oddballs. I finally found one today. So I got up this morning about 5:30 like I always do. And I went out and headed into our local town about an hour away. You know, and I found this daggone boat. And our local junkyard, you got to pay $2 to get on the lot. It's like I don't know what it is. I still don't understand why they charge $2 to get on the lot. Oh, lost y'all, sorry. Y'all are all propped up right now. But I still don't know why you got to pay $2 to get on this lot. But I got on this lot, and I started walking around and everything, and I started realizing that all the 3.7 motors were the same. You know, I mean, basically the same. in between the different years and models and makes and everything else. So I started looking for it, and I went through 4 or 5 different of them. And what I did is I took the wrench and the socket to remove his bolt. It was fairly easy. It was right up there up top. I mean, it wasn't anything big, whatever. And when I came back in, there was this little guy up there, and he said, "Did you find what you need?" I said, "Yeah, I did." And he said, "What you got?" Because I had it in my hand. He didn't see any. He didn't see a power steering pump or water pump or anything in my hand. What he saw me do was come walking back in. And I slammed it up on the counter and I said, "Here's your big sale for the day." And you know what he told me? "Get out of here. You all good." He did him. I did me. Kindness is something we can't ever get around. It's an old saying. Treat unto others as you would like to be treated. And I think that is the basis of everything that needs to happen. Look, you want the 10 Commandments out of schools? Take them out. Let everybody do their own thing. But treat your fellow man the way you expect to be treated. I've come across enemies. I've come across a lot of people in my life that, man, I never thought. 18 years ago, I ran into a guy that I never thought at all I would put any honesty and faith into. Oh, sorry, guys. My back's still bothering me. Never really thought I'd put any faith back into this guy. I'm standing there pumping gas, and somebody goes, "John Kelly." That's how everybody knows me. I turned around and I said, "Hey, blah, 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 blah." I said, "Man, what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." "Man, can we get together?" "Yeah, sure, we can get together." Swap numbers. Turns out he starts seeing my son, his wife starts seeing my son as a babysitter. And my son's 9 months old, 10 months old, something like that. He did me wrong. About 3 months later, if I run into him again, I'm going to treat him the way I want to be treated. It's that easy. My religion says that we should forgive and forget. And I tried to do my best on this. Oh, by the way, y'all didn't even notice. Look, told you I was going to get cleaned up and skipped a video before we got to get cleaned up. What do y'all think? But getting back to where we were at. Is what it is. If I've ever called you friend in my life, you will remain that way. I've got another friend who started having an affair with one of my girlfriends. And then they wound up having me kicked out of the house. To this day, he's still my best friend. Once I got out of prison and everything else, I picked up the phone. Searched him down on Facebook, got a hold of him. He's still my best friend. Treat others as you would wish to be treated. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I don't know much what else to say. You know, I was just sitting here thinking about it, and the motorcycle thing just came up today. So I'm still kind of shell-shocked by it. And I DM'd her back. Girls can ride just as good as guys can. About 5 minutes later, she was no longer in my friends list. This damn social media thing is re-donk-a-donk. People go get so offended by the simplest things you say. My Facebook is clean as a whistle. I guarantee you that. I manage it. I take care of it. My wife and I have to, because she works in a law office, and if you're out there, you know, saying crazy crap and whatever, and one of their clients looks you up and finds out that you're her husband and you've been, you know, Trump, Biden, Bin Laden, I mean, you know, I got to keep it clean. It is what it is. I think maybe if you guys go back through my videos and everything, you might have seen 10, maybe 15 curse words. I don't curse unless I get really adamant about something, and then F-bomb ain't never gonna come out, whatever. But social media. My social media consists pretty much off of YouTube. I've got people I follow on YouTube that are really, really, really good people. You know, they're Christians. You're going to be able to watch their videos. You're going to be able to feel like, oh, Joe from Ashford Prison Show just showed up. I watch him. You're going to be able to feel like you could have sat there and watched it with your kids. And everything we watch, we can. That one's gone. So, hopefully tomorrow, what I'm thinking about doing, hang on, circle back around. Social media. Y'all please be careful. I think I brought it up in another video that, you know, my daughter lost her boyfriend to suicide. And there's been this guy that's like really been hateful. So I want to spring things up a little bit. Quit talking about all this. And man, our garden is killing it. We've got 4 or 5 yellow squashes. We got 3 or 4 tomatoes. I mean, we've been doing good. So tomorrow, what I want to do is a gardening video, and maybe a little automotive repair video. Anybody be interested in that? Who knows? We'll see. All right, y'all. Well, we're at 19 minutes. We're getting a little long. So, I just want y'all to know I love you. Peace out. If you get a chance to catch up on this, I know I'm new and I'm just getting started, and I don't have but a few of my family that are following me, but if it comes across your feed, give me a chance, please. I'd really appreciate it. As I've said in the past, I'm not out for the money. I will not accept any money off YouTube. I can't. My insurance is the most important thing, and I'm disabled, and if I accepted any money, I'd lose my insurance. And, a heart attack is $125,000. No way I'd ever get there with YouTube. It would never happen. I just want to try and inspire and motivate you guys every day. Love yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to those that are around you. Put God first. So I guess I'm going to get out of here. So have a good night. Boom. Peace out.